Hello everyone, welcome to Learn Digital Academy. In this video, we are going to learn about WordPress. WordPress, that means it's a content management system. With this help, you can create your website. Any type of website you can create, either it is business website or portfolio website or blogging website. So before starting WordPress, first of all, we'll come to know how to check the domain and how to take the domain as well. So here in this is Google. So now I'll search for name check, right? So this is a website. This is a website. Here you can see all the extension, domain extension altogether. Sorry, it's name check actually. Name check. So as soon as I open this website, so here the extension, the extension I am able to see altogether, that is .com, .net, .org, .co. So apart from that, there's some, some additional extension like .tv, la, live, .lives, .ch, like that one. Now you want to take a domain. So for example, Daisy Zone, right? So you want to take your domain or website name with this DigiZone name, right? So we'll search whether the extension is available or not. So click on this search. So as soon as we search on this here, we can see some colors, like some extensions are coming in black color, some are coming in green color, and some is coming in pink color here. So the extension which are coming in black color, that means this extension has been purchased with this name. Like you are looking for dizzyzone.com, right? So someone has purchased this extension with this domain like dizzyzone.com. So if someone has purchased, that means you can't purchase that domain. Or we can say a domain is unique. That means it is just like fingerprints. Fingerprint, that means different people have different fingerprints, right? So in the same way, this domain name with the extension, with the particular extension, is universal. Universal, that means, so for just assume that I have taken this is john.com, right? So if I have taken this digizone.com, so no other person throughout the world can purchase this domain, right? So what you have to do then, if you're not getting this extension, that means you have to think for alternate names, right? And here some extension you can see with the green color as well. So that means these extensions are available. if you want to If you want to purchase this extension with dizzyzone.biz, biz, dizzyzone.io, dizzyzone.tech, right? So you can purchase this one, right? And with pink color it is coming, that means it is very costly. That means you have to pay a large amount for purchasing this .co, right? So this is the first place where you can see all the extensions all together. Now we'll move GoDaddy, right? It's the famous platform for taking domain and hosting. So here, this is the platform like GoDaddy.com. Or now here, the same with the same thing, I will search for this one, dizzyzone.com, right? So again, I'm typing dizzyzone.com over here. Now I'll click on search. So what I'll see here, that means it is telling dizzyzone.com is taken. That means someone has purchased this domain, right? So that means in case of that, GoDaddy, what it is doing, it is suggesting us some alternate names, right? So although this is not available for you or for us, so we can go for this one like dizzyjones.in, dizzyarea.xyz, Daisy Zone Online. Yes, with the additional word online, we can purchase this one, right? So here we can see this price is around 200 rupees, that means 199. So normally if we'll talk about the domain price normally starts with 150 rupees and it goes to lakh as well, right? So somewhere it may be cheaper, or with the some words or with the some extension you have to pay a I mean high cost for it, right? So here we can see one more extension around 1135, right? So this is the thing. So this is the, like this one you can check the alternate names as well, like busyarea.in, and suppose now we'll check with some other name, right? With the other name like some short name or some famous name. So famous name, like I want to take with this cricket.com, for example. I'm taking, so cricket is a famous word. So now here cricket.com is taken. That means again it is showing cricket.com. Someone has purchased that one, or that means some broker company they have purchased this one, right? So if I want to purchase this one, so what it is suggesting, that means they can help us to take this domain within this price, right? 4059. Now here we can see cricket.vip. This is another domain, right? With this extension, with .vip extension, that means you have to pay around 19,696. And see cricket.fun. See the price of this one. It's in lakhs, like 2,50,000. So it depends on the, I mean, word. It depends on your, I mean, name, your business name. So like that way you have to select this one. Fine. So it is up to you. Now you have guessed, that means you want to purchase a domain. So purchasing a domain is as simple as doing online shopping. So what you have to do, first of all, if you want to purchase this domain, you have to create your account over here by clicking on sign in option. You have to create your account, right? Create my account. Then it will be asking you your email ID. So simply you have to write your email ID, then you have to generate your username, right? So for example, I'm typing my, like, Kamlesh dot, so like this one, like this you have to type your email, then you have to create your username, right? So when you will be creating username, you have to follow their criteria. That means the character should be between 5 to 50 characters, contains at least one letter. That means at least one letter should be there, no contain space, and be unique. It should be unique. So that means you can create according to you. Then password, you can also create password. So your account, it will be created on this platform, right? After creating that one, simple, that means simple, you can go to sign in option, and by putting your email id or username and password, simply you you can log in into their account, right? So you'll be having a dashboard. From there simply you can purchase that one, no issue, right? Or otherwise, just will again see over here directly. Suppose, for example, I am typing mindmania.com. Now the price is, see, you can see it's a very, expensive one. So suppose you want to take this one, so click on add to cart, right? After clicking on add to cart, that means click on continue to cart. Then again it will be asking you to create your account, or if you have already an account, log in with that account, right? So now here it is asking with the privacy protection. That means in the first video, that means in the introduction part, I told about the SSL and all these things, right? So if Or privacy protection, that means you can say if you want to hide your privacy, I mean your name or your email, so for that one you have to pay extra amount like 300. Ultimate protection and security, if you want to take like SSL certificate with I mean including that lock here at the top you can see this image, right? So if you want to take extra protection, for that you have to pay 979 additional one, right? So it is up to you. So simply you can click on no thanks. And if you want professional mail, so you have to select over here like professional mail, like business mail. And simply it is asking for web hosting, so you can select the web hosting plan, but no thanks. Then after you have to click on continue to cart, right? So here now you can select the duration, for how many duration you want this domain. Either you want for 1 year, 2 year or 10 year. So one domain maximum we can purchase for 10 years as well, right? So now suppose you have to select 1 year over here. So right now with including with tax you have to pay 849 rupees. So directly we see over here, we'll type any domain name that we want to take, like Mindwix. I am typing. So here I can see by default it is showing me mindwix.in is available. That means I can purchase this domain, right? So when I want to purchase this one, simply I can click on add to cart. Otherwise you can prefer domain according to you, right? So just I'm clicking on add to cart, then click on continue. So after clicking continue, you can see here that means it is asking to you to take professional mail. So it is up to you. If you want to take, you can take it. Otherwise, click on no thanks. Then it is asking for web hosting as well. So including with this domain, if you want to take web hosting, so simply you can take with this one. Otherwise, let it be. Don't select it, right? So click on continue to cart. So if you continue the card, that means it will be showing you some total amount and it will be asking to create your account. Or if you have an account directly, you can I mean sign in with your account as well, right? So here two is there. The first one, okay, already it is showing Minds Mania, but I don't want this one. So simply I can delete from here. Now I can see this one. This is for the 2 year, right? Now it is up to us whether we want to take for 1 year or 2 year or 3 year, right? So including with tax, the total price is showing me around 400 rupees, right? So simply now after this one I have to create an account and simply we can purchase on that. So this is the process of domain taking. So in any platform you can purchase domain, right? Now we'll talk about the web hosting as well. So if you want to take web hosting, the process will be the same. So either you want to take GoDaddy or some other, I mean, web hosting provider. So or some local web hosting providers are there, right? So here just to type web hosting service provider. So here we can see some advertisement, right? So it is up to you from which platform you want to take. Some local I mean hosting providers are there, suppose Bigro. So again you have to go, you have to click on this. So you'll be entering in their website. So here you can see the hosting I mean platform. So as I told about Linux web hosting and Windows hosting, VPS hosting in the introduction part, from here simply you can see all these things, right? So if you want to prefer Linux hosting and for what duration you want to take that hosting, Simply suppose you want to take, so per month you have to pay around 250 rupees. So that means yearly you'll be paying for this one. That means for 1 year, if you're purchasing this one from the for the next year, that means you have to do a renewal, right? Not only for this hosting, you have to do renewal for domain as well. So if I'll tell your simple website, within 2000 rupees you can just maintain your website, including with hosting and domain, right? So the process will be the same. By you have to click on buy this plan, then again you will have to create your account. After creating your account, that means you will be generating your username and password over there, and after logging in, one dashboard will be there, and you can see there, that means your active plan or active hosting plan or active domain. So with one account you can take multiple domain as well, right? And you can also according to your need you can take hosting, right? So normally I suggest you go for the shared hosting. So for more information, if you want to see over here, simply you can go and you can check the hosting plan as well. So this is the process of taking hosting and domain as well. Now I will show you after purchasing domain and hosting how the things come. So here Uh, okay, so we have taken hosting plan from Bluehost, right? So this is the username and password, the same thing I am going to show over here on the screen. Just I'm copying the URL and simply I paste it over here, right? So this is the control panel login. So whenever you'll purchase hosting plan, right? So the company will give you control panel login. Company will give you access, right? So with that access, you can enter into the, I mean, hosting plan. And so simply here, what you'll be doing, you'll be typing username and simply you'll be typing your password as well. So this is the username, and I will paste it over here. Simply I paste the password over here, right? So when I click on this one, the dashboard I'll be getting. So I can see the dashboard as well. Now it's opening. Okay, now it has opened now. So I can see my dashboard over here, right? This is the normal dashboard. So here different company have different sets of dashboard, right? But the control panel for all the company will be the same. Now for control panel, I'll go here. I'll click on advanced. Now this is the main control panel, right? What from whatever the platform you purchased, I mean hosting, right? The dashboard, the control panel login will be the same. Like this thing you'll be able to see, right? So here the things work, right? So whatever the data, I mean whatever the website data will be there, it will be uh, I mean stored over here in the file manager, right? So as we talked about server and web hosting in the introduction part. So hosting, that means we are taking a space in a server to save our website file at one place, right? So under a server, this we have taken this web hosting, and under file manager we can store our data. That means automatically our data will be store. So for your information, just I am showing you this one, but you don't need to do anything over here, right? So don't do this until or unless you don't know the coding part as well, right? Okay, now just assume that you have purchased a domain from different platform, like you have purchased the domain from GoDaddy and you have purchased the hosting from Bluehost, right? So here what you have to do, you have to add your domain. So here one option will be getting add on, like under domain. Okay, we'll check here. Yeah, here we can see add domain, right? So if you want to add domain, just click over here and simply you have to type your domain name, or simply just you copy the domain name and paste it over here, right? Then simply you click on add on, so your domain will be added over here, right? Now after adding your domain, that means the next process will be you have to install WordPress, right? So as I told you, WordPress is a content management system. Under that you will be developing your website. So this WordPress, from where you can download after purchasing the web hosting plan, under this dashboard you'll be able to see this one, Software Coolers app installer. There will be many app, but you have to select WordPress. So simply click over here. Now it will be asking to install, so click on install option. Now here, like this one, by default it has taken, but in your case you will be selecting your domain name. After domain name, that means you can set the site name as well, and you can set the admin username and password. Fine. After that you have to type your email id over here. Then simply after that you have to click on install. So as soon as you'll click on install, WordPress will be installed. So this is the normal process of installing WordPress. Okay, so for our learners, normally we create a directory, or we can say subdomain, we provide to our learners, right? So they can practice for their website. So just I will show you how we create a directory or subdomain. So here one option is coming. This means this is directly for WordPress. So you don't need to install WordPress over here when we'll be assigning a directory list or subdomain for you. So just I'm clicking on create new, and simply I will type anything like demo digital, right? So this is the site name, just I'm creating. Now here directory, that means I am creating directory. The same directory will be created for every student, and the same thing it will be shared by email, right? So here again I am typing demo digital. So after that I'll click on this, and as soon as I'll click on this, your site will be created, and you'll be getting some username and password as well. So this demo digital I already have created with this one, so no need to go with the next option. So I'll show the process then. So here in email, like that, like this, you will be getting your credential and password as well. So username will be this one, and this will be the password, right? And this will be your website name, right? This is demo digital. As I told you, I have created it already, and this is the backend part of WordPress, isn't it? So here, that means, as I told you, you don't need to install WordPress. That's the process. If you are purchasing domain and hosting, then after you have to install WordPress. Otherwise, for the practicing purpose, you don't need to do that one. So what I'll be doing, just I'll copy this one, and I'll paste it in the browser. So simply that means we can see your website has been launched. Your website has been launched with the name of Demo Digital, right? And this is actually directory. It's not a website name, right? So here by default it will be showing you coming soon page, right? So this is the website. Now you have to enter to the backend part. So at the backend part, the same thing here, you can copy or directly you can click that one or paste. So here your backend part will be opening, right? So this here you have to type your password or username and password, right? Or if you want to go to your backend directly, so just assume this is your website. So simply after this, you have to type wp dash admin. So after typing that one, it will redirect it to the backend part. See, like this one. So it, you can enter your backend part with two way by simply clicking that link, or after your website name just to type wp dash admin. So this dashboard will be opening, right? Now we have got the password and username. So here just copy the username and paste it here in the backend part. This will be the username. Then again you have to copy password and you have to paste here, right? And simply click login, right? So now this is the backend part of WordPress. Here we can see the dashboard of it, right? So this is the dashboard of your website. That means it is the backend side. From here, you will be developing and designing your website. Now we'll understand this completely, options and all these things. So WordPress, so as I told, WordPress is nothing, it's a content management system which allows the user to build dynamic website and blog. That means you can, with the help of this WordPress or CMS, you can create a beautiful website for your business. You can create a blogging website if you want to do blogging as well, right? So from this WordPress, you in fact you can customize your website as well. The same thing I showed you, you'll be getting backend username and password by typing that one. You have to click on login. Then after login, this dashboard appears over here, right? So here we can see this part, the upper part. Let me show you this upper part, this one. This is called admin bar. You can see, right? So this is called admin bar. Fine. Now next we'll see. So you have to sign in simply. Then login in is a simple process. Enter your username and password through your email. Then admin panel you will be getting, and here this is completely admin panel, right? So here you can see different options over here. So this complete structure is called admin panel. The same thing we can see over here. This complete structure, this is called admin panel. Now we'll understand what are the things over there and what are the option, how does it work, right? The first thing here you can see number one, that is it is called WordPress link. WordPress link, that means this is the WordPress link. If we'll click on this one, see what happened. The same thing, that means you'll able to see the dashboard like this one. It will redirect you to the WordPress site, that means guide site. So here you can see and you can read the guide about this one, WordPress 5.4. Then here, that means you'll be see the notifications, right, and updates and messages. All these things you can see over here. So this is the functionality of admin bar, right, like this one. Now Now we'll understand the dashboard, post and media. So one by one, slowly and slowly, we'll understand this option. So here, the Bluehost, you are able to see, that means we have taken Bluehost hosting. That's the company tag. Simply we can remove it, but we will be doing later. Jetpack is nothing. It's a type of plugin. So that I'll be explaining you about that one, but we don't require this Jetpack. So dashboard. This is the dashboard. When you click on the dashboard, the same thing, the home page of this backend part will be coming, right? So home, then updates. Update, that means the new update, notification of the update you'll be getting over here, right? So updates is just like normally you keep installing and uninstalling app in your mobile. So for that app, that means automatically it asks you for the updation, right? So simply you click on update, that app gets updated. In the same manner over here, that means whatever the plugins and thing you'll be using, the same thing you'll have to update over here timely, right? Then under post option, so through post option you can write your post, your blog, your content you can write from this post option. You can write article. Then media option, media, that means whatever the images and videos you'll be using for your website, it automatically it will be stored in library file, right? So what will be happening if the next time the same same images or videos if you want to use, you don't need to go to your computer file or you don't need to download that file. Simply you can select that image from here, right? In pages option, that means you can create web pages. That's that in the introduction part, as I told you, web pages is nothing. It's a it's a group of pages of your website. That means like home, about us, blog, contact us. These are the pages of a website. So here we tell web pages. Then comments option is there. So under comment option, that means whoever the people will be commenting on you, right? So the comments notification you can see over here, what people they are commenting on you. So simply you can approve or disapprove that comment. The same thing, just we are understanding over here. See, media and pages, as I told you, कि whatever the images you will upload, right? The same thing it will be, I mean, it will go in media library file. The pages, that means about us, contact, home, that page you'll be creating over here. Comments, if people will be commenting you. Appearance, so appearance, that means some extra option or you'll be able to see over here. That means under appearance option you can manage and customize your theme as well. So just I show you on the website here. This is the appearance option. So under here I can see themes, customize, widgets, menu, some extra option we are able to see. So from here we'll be customizing our theme. We can see what's the theme is activated for our website. If we want to change the theme, we can change the theme as well. And what is theme here? Theme is nothing, it's a layout of your website. It's the design of your website, right? So here you can also customize the things. Widget is the additional part for your website that I'll be showing you later. And all these things, when we'll be doing practical, that will be working on this one, right? So one option is there also called theme editor, right? So I suggest you don't go on this part, right? So theme editor is only for the coders, those who know coding part, right? So under theme editor, the coder, those who know coding, right, so they can go over here and simply they can, I mean, customize the code as well, they customize the website as well, right? So don't touch this part. If you will touch this part, chance, that means possibilities there your website get crashed, so don't go this one. So here one also instruction you will be getting over here, right, by WordPress. See what is written here: you appear to be making direct edits to your theme in the WordPress dashboard. We recommend that you don't. So WhatsApp it is suggesting don't go on this option, right? So if you know coding like HTML, PHP, JavaScript, so certainly you can go and you can edit according to you. So we are not going to do this one. Now plugins. So plugins is nothing. Plugins, that means it's a just like an app, it's a software, right? So plugins is used to extend the functionality of a website. So plugin is nothing, it is just like a software or it is just like an app which extend the functionality of a website. Then here you'll see users. So users, that means you can create users for your website like this one. This is the user options. So you can see how many users are there. If you want to add users, simply you can add the users. User, that means just assume you don't have time to maintain your website, right? So this task you'll be assigning to someone. That means you will be giving a limited role to the person, whether it's a moderator or editor, like this one. So for doing this one, simply what you do, just you click on add new, and here you can create the username by typing their name, email ID, and you can generate the password as well. By default you can set the password, otherwise your password you can set it, and you can add the user, right? So after adding it, an email will be going to that person, right? So that person can also access the backend part of your website. So that person won't have the complete authority to change it, right? But that person will have limited, options, whether he wants to post or what. So it is up to you. So here you can assign the role as well. How you are assigning as an administrator, editor, author, or contributor, or subscriber as well. So it is up to you, right? So this is the user part. Now tools. Here we can see the tools option. So tools is nothing, it's a utility area of for doing your file import and export, right? And setting, under setting option you can see the general setting. That means the normal setting you will have to do, that will be doing. And this is the collapse menu, that means you can hide it. So here again I'll show this one. See, this is the tools. Normally it tells the site health, or simply you can import and export the file. And this is the setting option where you will be doing general setting. And this is the collapse menu. When you click on this collapse menu, this option will be hiding. See this one. We can see the option is hidden now. Now again by clicking on this, this is the thing. You can see the whole option over here. Fine. Now choose your theme. So before choosing the theme, first I'll recall the things once again. So here we are not talking about this Bluehost or Jetpack. Somehow we will be removing right now. Then dashboard. The dashboard, that means if you click on this one, home, the complete dashboard you will be able to see like this one, like this. I'm clicking on this. So see the dashboard, right? Then post, under post option we can write article and blog. Media option, that means whatever the images and videos we will be using for our website, that will be stored in the library, right? So in future, if you want to use that image again, simply we can go to library and we can select that image or video as well. Under pages option, under pages option, that means we can create web pages like home, about us, contact us, blog, product and services. Comment, that means whoever the people will be commenting on your website, that you can see over here, and accordingly you can approve and disapprove the comment. Under appearance option, you can manage your theme, you can maintain your theme, you can change your theme as well. Then plugins is nothing, it is just like a software, or it is just like an app, or which extend the functionality of your website. So according to the requirement, simply you can install new plugins as well. User, that means you normally you assign a role to your subordinate or to your person as well, right? Then tools, that means simply you can import and export the file. And setting, that means general setting, you can make it over here. So right now what we'll be doing general setting. So first of all we'll go to general. So in general here we can see the site title. So site title, that means demo digital is taken, the same we created over here. So somehow we can change the site title as well, so it is up to you. So right now what I'm doing, I am changing the thing, like by giving a space and creating capital letter. Then tagline, if I want, or if you want, you can add the title, and this is the URL. Don't need to do anything over here. Now here administration email address is telling by default this nikhil.junjunwala01@gmail.com, but you have to change this email, right? Because anyhow you are operating this backend part. So whatever, if you won't change it, so whatever the notification it will be coming, it will be going to this mail. Why this mail? Because he's the person who has purchased this hosting, so by default it has taken, right? So what I'll be doing, I'll be changing my email. So I have put my email ID over here. Anyone can register, it is up to you. If you want to make it, you can simply check it, otherwise uncheck this one. Site language, let it be English. UTC, time zone, you have to select. So time zone, that means you have to select India time zone. India time zone is UTC plus 5:30. So you have to select that UTC plus 5:30. Okay, so after selecting your time zone, just you scroll down. So this is the date format. So according to your requirement, you can select this date format and same the time format. So it is up to you, right? Then you have to set this week starts on. So normally the week starts on Sunday, because Sunday is the first day of the week. In fact, if you'll see the calendar, the first day is Sunday as well, right? So this is the normal case level by Bluehost that will be removing shortly. Now we can see Bluehost coming soon page. As we were saying, ki when we went to our this demo digital website, so it is showing coming soon page, right? So the same thing here. uh, that means it is up to us if we want to make it, I mean, deactive, right? So right now just we'll be doing disable and click on save changes. So here, so when we make it save changes, the first thing is that our website is I mean coming soon page is disabled. The second thing is that here we changed email ID, right? So here it is telling one confirmation mail has gone to this mail, right? So I have to confirm, I have to have verified that I am going to own this website. So simply here I'll go in my inbox. Just let me refresh. So here I can say I have got one mail from WordPress for the new admin email, right? So here now this link I have to click for confirming. So I will click on this link. So again that dashboard will be opening. Now see here you can see my email ID now. So that means I have confirmed that mail, isn't it? Now we made this website coming soon page disable. So here we'll see the thing is that means it is showing coming soon page. Now what I will do, I will refresh this one. Now see the coming soon page is removed now, and this is the appearance of this website demo digital. See the site name I changed like demo digital, right? So here this is the format. So by default this WordPress has taken this theme by default. We have not done anything right now on this website, so that's why it is looking like this one. But when will be I mean start when we'll start designing on it, when we'll start working on it, it will look very good, very nice on this one, right? So now again what I'll do, this is the thing. Okay, from here again I suppose I want to make it coming soon page active. Now I'll click on this enable part and click on save changes. So the setting will be same. So here at the top we can see coming soon active, that means here. Now again I will refresh this one. So I refresh. So see now I can see coming soon page here, right? So somehow it logged down. Oh, I mean log out. So by default, okay. From there now I log in again. So this is the username and password. Okay, sorry. This username I will take again. Control C, then paste. Okay, so this is the thing, right? So now we totally make our page coming soon page deactive. Save changes. The link has expired. Okay, we refresh this one. Click on save changes. Okay, now we'll go to the website. We'll refresh this. Now again we can see, right? So this is the thing, normally it works. General setting you have to do from the backend. So this will be your backend part and this will be your front end part. Fine. So this was the general setting. In our next video we'll be designing our website. We'll be working with theme as well.